Barcelona's 2025 summer transfer target. So today we are going to be looking at some transfer targets that have come up in recent times for Barcelona, and some of them are quite good, very encouraging targets. And it's going to be, let's see if how it's going to be possible for Barcelona to achieve these signings by 2025. And it's no longer news that Barcelona is close to reaching one-to-one FFP. Most likely we will be at one-to-one FFP by next summer transfer window, which is going to be 2025 next year. And these are some of the targets currently that are flying around the media. Number one, I would say in the CB position, we have Jonathan Tah, the 28-year-old German centre back who currently plays for Bayer Leverkusen. He was rumored to be going to Bayern Munich in the last summer transfer window, but I think that deal fell through. And also Barcelona in that same summer transfer window, which was the last summer transfer window, we are also very strongly linked with this guy, and we couldn't sign him because of some issues. We've had a lot of financial issues in recent time that have prevented us from signing the kind of players that we want to sign. But looking at Jonathan Tah, his profile is actually very good. He's tall, he's strong, and he's a very good defender. He's a very decent defender. And a lot of Barcelona fans will say we do not need him because our CB position is kind of stacked with the likes of Inigo Martinez, Araujo, Christiansen, even Mark Kubasi, and also on some occasions Kunde. But we need to build a team that is scary again. We need to build a team that nobody wants to face. So, adding more players to what we already have is not going to be a bad idea. And we also need to understand that Araujo and Christensen are very injury prone players right now because they just can't seem to stay fit, both of them. So they are not really reliable. So targeting Jonathan Tah is not actually a bad idea from Barcelona. So moving on, we go to the defensive midfield position, and in recent times we've been linked to a lot of defensive midfielders from Onana, who is currently at Aston Villa, to Mourinho, who is currently at Arsenal. But Zubimendi is another quality DM that is still available. He's still at Real Sociedad, but there are also rumors that Man City might be going up for him in the January transfer window because of the injury to Rodri. If Man City go for Zubimendi and are able to sign him in January, then this is not going to be something we can look forward to anymore. We still have Mark Bena, who is out with a very long-term injury, and we know how good he is. So if Barcelona are ready to wait for him to come back to full fitness, then it's going to still be okay. So right back position, we are looking at Tiago Santos. And in case you don't know who Tiago Santos is, he's the right back at Lille. He played against Real Madrid in the last Champions League matches that were played, and he was excellent in that game. Not just that game, he has been good throughout the season. His offensive and defensive ability are very high. He's very good offensively and very good defensively. So this is the kind of players we want at fullback positions. A lot of Barcelona fans will say, but we have Hector Fort. But Hector Fort is kind of a very versatile player. He can play as a left back and also as a right back. So, getting an extra right back is still not a bad idea if we can afford it and if we can offload the right players. We don't need to make every position for a La Masia player. We just don't need to do that. I don't see the reason why we must pick every position for a La Masia player to be in that position. If these La Masia players are not good enough for the first team, then we shouldn't be afraid to move them on and sign good players who can, represent the club properly in those positions. So moving on, we have the wing position. I think this is the left wing position. We were trying to sign Nico Williams in last summer, but Nico Williams is still a very good signing if we can get rid of Ferran Torres. You know, Nico Williams would be an excellent signing if we can get rid of Ferran Torres. Only if, because he's not a bad signing. Come on, his explosiveness, his dribbling ability is always going to be a challenge for defenders, and we need this kind of players in our team. We need to build a Barcelona that people are scared to face. We need that kind of Barcelona again. We need to have a Barcelona where we have two, three players who can play in the same position. two, three good players who can play in the same position. This is what we need currently at the club. Man City did it in, I think, 2022, or sorry, 2023, when they won the treble. They had almost two good players per position, yeah, available at Man City then, and they were able to win the trophy that way. They were able to win the FA Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League easily. You know, so this is something that we should actually look at. Nico Williams as well. So in the center forward position, currently we are looking at Jonathan David, who is also a Lille player, same as Tiago Santos. He is currently at Lille playing for Lille. He's a Canadian striker, 24 years of age, very decent striker. And the plan is to sign him by 2025 and make him be a backup for Lewandowski next season. So me personally, I don't see Lewandowski staying beyond next season. So if Jonathan David is able to come in as a backup for Lewandowski, perform well, he gets a position, he gets the position to himself after Lewandowski leaves and is able to establish himself as a prolific striker for us, then we don't really need to spend that much money. Plus, he's a free agent next summer. So this is a win-win for everybody. You know, so these are the current transfer targets that Barcelona are currently being linked with or trying to get. They are not confirmed. They are still just rumors flying around. So this is a very solid list of transfer targets. If we're able to manage the transfers next summer, I don't know how it's going to be. It's not possible for us to get every player on this list, but if it's going to be possible, if it happens, then I believe that we will have a very strong team that we can use for a very long time to challenge for every single thing that we want to challenge for. We can get back Barcelona back to where we need to be. So, guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I would really appreciate it. It's going to be good for my morale, to boost my morale, to be able to make this kind of videos for you all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.